Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wrap Up Show.
Hi, Weezy. Hi, Weezy.
We're
Good.
going to tell everybody right off the bat, we're not mad at each other, right?
No, and we're going to talk about it too because I have questions. Like, I think this is a legit guy thing. I don't understand, and I know it's small because it's on Kermit and Friends, and it's between you and Jimmy, so it's big for us. But it's actually part of like male behavior I see take place and people behavior, especially interactions with Christians. So I think it's really important if we can, even if it takes us a couple of weeks to fully unpack it. I think it's really important that we talk about it because this is good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I will be talking about it because, listen, it's not that I don't want Jimmy on here because we don't get along. I don't want Jimmy on here because he doesn't give anybody a chance to talk. He's always just waiting to talk and he doesn't listen. And then he will talk over you when you're not done. That's the reason. I apologize to Elisa because I know she wants me to let him up here. But there's a couple people that only talk over people. And he is one of them. And if you're watching, Jimmy, you can't deny that. I've had to corner you and wrangle you in before. I'm just not going to do that. You're very passionate. I'm very passionate. And if we try to talk over each other, it's just not going to work. And I have been known to talk over people. So.
And we agree there are a couple of people who have really bad habits of talking over people, so we don't let them on. So, right, like,
yes,
we've already agreed there's some people who would just nix.
Thank you, normal person, and welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat and always being so supportive. Hi, Minnie Manson. Thank you. I'm glad you got your stuff figured out.
Hi, Minnie Manson.
Minnie Manson, it's not really a religious show at all. It's really not. It's just
I don't know how to turn my camera on here. Can you remind me how to turn the camera on in here because I can't find the button.
Damn it. It should be on the very bottom. It'll say start camera where it says
I do get that, but this white menu is coming off.
Uh-oh.
I was right. I got two things open and they had to kick me off and then I couldn't find my way back in, but then I did just in time. So give me a minute here.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Welcome, Super Champ, by the way. You're muted, buddy.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You're the best.
I love it. I got one thing to say.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Weezy's mom.
Weezy's mom's watching, really?
She always watches.
She always watches, and I always forget to say shout out to her.
So nice of you. She loves you too. She loves all of you guys.
Good.
Yeah, she's always commenting me. Like just yesterday, I made that thing about Tall, and my mom messaged me right after, and she had watched it. I didn't even realize that she was watching it. That's pretty funny. She's the greatest.
I think it's so neat that your mom watches you. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I do too. It's very special. She's an amazing woman. Shout out to Mrs. Weezy from Gonzo. Oh, you guys are sweet. Ella, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so about today's show, I just want to get the Jimmy stuff out of the way because, again, if he could behave and talk in a normal conversation, I would let him here. But since he can't, it's going to be just us talking over each other the whole time. And I can't have that because this is a wrap-up show about the entire show, not just the Jimmy Jordana show. And he does talk over people often. So if I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but that's what's happening.
We'll build towards it. Maybe over the next couple of weeks, things will improve.
Right. And he's been on the show before. And even when we were getting along, he tends to talk over people. So that's where I'm coming from. No Jimmy Corna. I'm sorry. I am willing to go on to a different person's cast, a neutral party. Manson, I'm just going to mute you for a second, but you can unmute yourself when you're ready. I'm going to a neutral party and that can moderate and give us time limits with Jimmy. That way we're not talking over each other. But I just can't have it on the show because he's already proven to me that he does that. And so my beef with Jimmy, a lot of people, like even Dave, called in and he said, hey, there must be something going on in Weezy's life. My life is chaotic all the time. This week has been no different. But a lot of people come after me, and I want people to realize that I have a giant target on my back, and these people are coming after me. And the Sugar, who was the co-host before me, she was even mentioning in the chat about how she had a problem with Jimmy before. And I think what he does is he laser focuses on people that he knows that he will get on the show for, and he wants to have an argument with them. Jimmy has been really nice to me in the past, but then he says some lies about me and he starts being a dickhead. And so when somebody starts giving me that energy, that's the energy I push back to them. Hi, Manson. Let me unmute you.
Hello.
So hello. So that's the energy. I'm just matching his energy. I've never gotten an argument with Supertramp. Me and Charmin had a little tiff one time, but we're both adults and we're able to get past that. I try to, and I explained when me and Charmin had it, I admitted that I was wrong. I mean, there was something I did that I shouldn't have done. So I am just matching Jimmy's energy. I'm not going to let him disrespect me and say all these dirty little things and then come on the show and pretend he's just like a stand-up Christian, because just that's not what's happening. So that was where my Christian thing came from. No, Tony, that was an idea that I didn't back. When I said I would go on a show with him and have a back and forth with him, I didn't mean this show, because then it would just be Jimmy versus Wheezy for an hour. And that's not what I want. I want to talk about Andy Dick, Minnie Manson, High Pitch Eric, Jimmy Rizzo, Ken, who I found amazing.
Could we just put a little bit of energy towards how spectacular it would be if Andy and Ken were able to click with their personality, and Ken was able to help Andy onto his road for recovery? Like, I've been saying for a year and a half that I think we're going to bear witness to a miracle here on Kermit and Friends. But did anybody get goosies today? I got goosies today.
Well,
like,
I'll tell
Andy,
you, it was really great watching Andy with him, because you can tell that Ken liked meeting Andy because of Andy's connections and stuff like that, and he knew that he could help him, like you were saying. So I think it would be wonderful.
Yeah, like it really would be. It would be a great connection for everybody. You know, they all they have that comedy thing in common, and they have these connections. Each of them do. They have their own little experiences, but Ken fills this need. And Andy said something really important today. He said that he has to do something because it's not fun anymore. And this is the kind of moment where something really magical could happen, because once, maybe Andy's been doing this so long, maybe there isn't a full rock bottom, because he's been doing this addiction thing for so long, and he's tried recovery so many different times. Maybe he's not going to have a full tank. He's not going to go all the way to the bottom. Maybe just recognizing, you know what, this isn't fun anymore, and I want to get back to having fun, and I need to make some adjustments that make sense for me. Maybe that's where the magic happens.
I agree with you. And he has had a pretty hard rock bottom in the past, where he overdosed on fentanyl and had to be brought back to life. And then he went on to do other things that are endangering himself. This is the first time I've ever heard him say, hey, I'm getting bored of it and I need to make a change. And that's huge. Like you said, he might not need that rock bottom. He might just need like the plateau. And I think that's where he's coming to. I hope. He's in a house, so it's much better than an RV.
Yeah, good. I like the RV thing, but I don't think it's healthy for Andy. I think that there's too much going on for Andy to be productive in that environment.
Right. Now, Minnie Manson, I did love your appearance, but there was one thing I did not like, and I want you to address it. You said you were going to slit Elisa's throat. Not only is that mean and horrible, it's illegal.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean that. I was pissed when I said that. I won't say nothing like that again. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I was thinking about while you were talking. I was actually thinking about that, and I was like, "Oh crap! When can I bring this up and say I'm sorry?"
And let me explain something to you too. And I know that a lot of people that are new to the show, and I even actually predicted what would happen today. Not that part, but I told Super, I was like, sometimes when people get to the show, they don't realize the format of it. She brings people up and takes them down with no warning. That's how she is with
I didn't know that.
Everybody. No, I know. And that's
I didn't know that. I'm sorry that I didn't know that.
That's okay. It's
but
hard
I watched
to know
the rest of the show. I watched the rest of the show after I was off, and I started to realize that's what it was about. Maybe I should have watched some of her shows before. That's what I get for not doing my research.
Now, Minnie Manson, did you speak to anybody about the show before you came on? It seemed like people had warned you about the show.
Yeah.
And
A lot of people.
Did they fill your head full of a lot of negativity?
Absolutely.
Great
But
question.
is that really what you experienced when you were on the show?
Yeah.
Did you experience a lot of negativity, or did you come into it thinking something bad was going to happen and then every little thing upset you?
No, I came into it thinking something great was going to happen because people always tell me not to go on shows. They told me not to go on the show yesterday, and I went on it, and the guy was a perfect gentleman. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? He didn't insult me at all. He let me
Yeah, a lot
play.
of
He
people
let-
have agendas.
One of the
Did you have
things is like don't read the chat whenever you're on the show. Don't
Yeah.
read the chat. The
I think
chat
you're
is
right.
always full of the worst haters and the worst of the worst. When you're on the show, just don't read that stuff, because I know I was reading the chat, and there was a lot of negativity and a lot of really horrible things said about you.
That's what did
And
it.
I know you were
I
reading
saw
that.
that.
That's not
I saw
associated
that,
with
and
the
I read
show.
into it. I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to talk over you. Go ahead.
That's okay. I'm just
I
saying
do
that's
that.
not associated with that's not, Elisa's thing. That's those people in the chat. So
And a
don't
lot of
let that
times
bleed
people
over.
say negative stuff to get attention, and they're nice after you give them attention. It happens with famous people
Sometimes.
usually, where they're going
Yeah.
to say, oh, fuck you, oh, fuck you. And then the famous person responds to them, and they're like, oh, bro, I just wanted your attention. And I think some of
Yeah.
that is with these comments, because like I've had really,
Yeah.
really bad comments about me. And then if I give them attention, then all of a sudden the comments start being nice again.
You're
And so
right,
it's
because
kind
that
of
happened to me before I even knew you guys. That actually happened to me. This guy kept harassing me, calling me a pedo and a fuck this, fuck that, and then I gave him attention. I said, "Oh, he just wants attention." So I said, I put his name, and I even put it in print. I said, "I see you, I recognize you," and after that, he became my best fan.
KFC said I've blocked half the chat. I've only blocked doxers. That's all I've blocked so far.
Oh yeah, doxers. I've been doxed. I've had people treat me a lot worse than a lot worse than I think I got treated today. You know, I unfortunately I do have a chip on my shoulder about being attacked. People seem to they make a pattern of this because they know word gets around. Minnie Manson gets angry quickly. Just say some certain words, trigger words, and
can
it
I
does
say
make me
something?
mad. Yeah.
Manson, I have to be honest with you. This is what my perception of you was before yesterday, actually. I had, Shamrock's here.
What was your perception of me?
Okay, so I had seen some of your videos, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like the whole satanic shtick. And that's kind of how I felt like who you were, right? But then I saw you on Tall Darks, and you were like really well spoken, and you were just kind of chill, and you were very easy to listen to. And I was like, oh, okay, I had this wrong. And I even told people that I had talked about you to that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's not what I thought he was. Because I get the performance art. Sometimes the performance art and that performer version is different than the person, but sometimes it's not. And so I just felt like the satanic shtick, it's not for me, but I get it. You know what I mean? And then you came on and you weren't like, hail Satan, this or that. So I was like, oh, okay, I like this guy. Shamrock.
Satan's a real person, you know that, right? She's a chick. She's a girl.
Hey,
Satan's a
Shamrock.
female.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are all of you?
Good.
Good. It was quite the show today. I'm sure you watched.
I did watch.
What'd you think?
Hi, Champy. I mean, I don't know if I can really add anything. I don't like Jimmy the Christian, but it doesn't have anything to do with, the beef between him and Wheezy. I didn't like him the first time I ever saw him when he came up on Elisa's show. I've always thought he was fake.
Right. I bought into it at first, like I was very nice to Jimmy at first, and I was really cool with him, and I let him on the show. I let everybody on the show, let's be honest. And I was cool with him, and then he started being like, I think that he's using me as somebody that's on the show every week to get at me so that there's a storyline happening and that he can get more time. That's what I feel about it. I don't think he has. Oh, High Pitch. Welcome, High Pitch.
Dude, that was a great show today.
Hi, High Pitch.
Thank you for defending me, buddy. I appreciate it.
Dude, Jimmy can go suck a fat dick.
Well, I don't think he does that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he does that. I think he's given that up.
Is that the cute, beautiful Charmin?
It is. It is. How are you doing today?
Good. Can you come to New York and take care of me next week?
Oh, unfortunately, I cannot. When is your surgery?
Friday.
Oh, this upcoming Friday?
Yeah, Weezy can't.
I can't either. I would go take care of my man, but I can't.
That's scary. Are you nervous?
Yeah, but I need someone to help me.
Well, Eric, you do have a nurse available, right? Like you won't be alone, right?
Yeah, but when she leaves, I need someone to help me out.
Yeah, and you need sponge baths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can
mean,
you
I
give Gonzo a shout out, Eric? Sorry.
Yeah, he always needs a fucking shout out. How about Supertramp? Maybe Supertramp could come to New York.
There's got to be some people up there in that area that could help you out, maybe.
Maybe Supertramp.
Maybe like some hookers or something. You can hire a hooker.
No, I'm not into that. Supertramp, you want to come to New York?
You know how I would not be of great help, Eric. I really wouldn't.
Oh, yes, you would.
You
look like the type of.
I better get my glasses. I can't see.
You look like the type of male nurse that could help.
I could probably ease your pain.
Well,
yes, Yellow Tape will help for $1,000 a day. That seems a little extra.
You know I love you, Eric.
I think
there was a comment about Minnie Manson, but I missed it. That was on the screen because I didn't have my glasses on.
Well, I don't think you'll like it, but if you want, I can put it. Oh, actually, you'll like this one. Minnie Manson would be a great nurse, I bet.
Minnie Manson is very weird. I don't like him.
Eric, I was just telling him. Go ahead.
I don't like you either, ugly voice, tiny voice.
Do you realize who that is? Minnie Manson. He's a big guy on the Howard Stern show, and I know you like Howard Stern.
I love Howard Stern. I don't have to like everybody.
I know. I'm not trying to talk you into liking him.
Where is Howard Stern? Does Howard Stern still perform? Is he retired?
He's not
he
retired.
Still performs. Is that the Minnie Manson guy?
Yeah, it's the Minnie Manson guy.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I don't like you either.
I don't like you either.
Maybe you guys will be able to figure it out by the time the show's
Sorry. Okay.
There is a lot of talk about you in the chat, Minnie Manson.
Because I'm fucked up, that's why.
What happened over on Wendy's? You said some people attacked you over at Wendy's?
Oh, my God.
I went on Wendy's show, and then 5 minutes late into my performance, this man named Corey comes on and starts calling me a fucking Storytime library faggot pedophile. I mean, this guy tore me up for an hour. I went off the show, came back, but then my hero came on the white horse and defended me. His name is Poon, and he tore Corey right up. It was the best ending ever.
Oh,
I defended you too, man.
Thank you.
I was on that show. I defended you.
I definitely wouldn't take too much to say, take too much to heart about anything Corey says to you.
He's fucked up. Yeah. Someone's going to end up killing him. I mean, not me, but I mean, he says things that are very bad.
Well,
hopefully he's taking better care of himself because he's recently had a really bad, near-death experience. I'm surprised he was even testing being negative towards anybody.
Shout out to Leah.
He's suffering. He's doing this because he's suffering. That's why people who attack other people are suffering. Just know that.
Well,
they do that.
Minnie Manson,
I've done it too.
Something. I know Weezy's a friend. I know Weezy's a friend of mine, and I know Chad has attacked him, and Corey has attacked him, and Corey's nothing but a little bitch.
Well, Eric, it'll be a shock to you that I actually do get along with Corey, but I always expect him to be a total rascal. And
I trolled his channel the other day.
I've been real mean to him. We've been mean to each other. But this is the beauty about this community sometimes is that you can butt heads and then afterwards you can become friends.
Yeah, no. The last time I saw Corey, when somebody asked him about me, he said, Charmin, she's got a strong personality.
Right.
It was painful for him to say it. I just loved it.
I have breaking news. My mom is watching the show and she said it was so nice of you guys all to give her a shout out. So
hi Weezy's mom.
Hello, Weezy's mom.
No, she can't come take care of you, Eric. Don't even ask. I'm just kidding. Shout out to KFC. KFC, like I said earlier, I don't just block people for any reason because I would block you since you're always mean to me. So that's not what happens. But yeah, I thought the show was really good. I loved the Trump impersonations from Ken. He was really
funny. Were good.
Yeah, he was actually good. If you closed your eyes, it was Trump, basically.
Yeah.
And
he's
Sharman, you know him. You reached out to him. Did
No,
you book
we
him?
connected on Facebook a couple of months ago in a group that we're part of, and I don't remember, something happened. Somebody made some joke, and then there was a whole string of people making jokes, and whatever it was I said was so funny. I got a friend request as soon as I said it, and we've been chatting back and forth for a little while.
That's rad. Yeah, he was really good. He's also has like he's been on a lot of good shows. I love The Americans and I love The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
There was actually just a comedy special in LA. He was out in LA a couple of weeks ago doing a bunch of stand-up stuff, and it would have been great if everybody could have connected back then, but it didn't work out then, and he'll be around for a while. I hope he's funny. I really enjoy him.
Yeah, I have a feeling he'll be back for sure. And I'm so glad that Andy connection happened because they can both help each other immensely.
Yeah, I would love to see Andy get on a road to recovery that makes sense for Andy. I don't know if Andy will ever see a day where he's completely sober, but I'm glad to hear him say that he's got to cut back. He's got to do something. It's not fun anymore. And I thought that's, everything happens at the right time for the right reason. And it just feels really good today.
What did you think about that, Eric? What Andy talking to that other actor?
I thought that was great. And, I'm happy Andy's somewhere else. Maybe he'll stop. Because Andy doesn't need to be around negative people.
Yeah, he needs more sober connections is what he needs. He needs to build a sober network of people that care about him.
Bye, Shamrock.
Bye, Shamrock.
I don't like that she leaves because I want her on the whole time.
Like, if Andy came to my house for my surgery, that'll be good content.
I agree. Kay, somebody wants a shout out from you. It's Cloudscape Mysterio. They really want a shout out from you because you're so famous. Just letting you know.
Famous.
You are. Oh no, Charmin has an emergency. Charmin, Shamrock. Sorry, Shamrock. I hope everything is okay.
Shamrock,
we love Shamrock.
Yeah, we do. Unless she's pretending to be Charmin Rock for the police. We don't love that. But
I always call her Charmin because that's what fucking Bob did for months, and it stuck with me.
The Charmin Rock, yeah.
Oh, it drives me nuts that I get that wrong. I guess Kay is not going to give Cloudscape a shout out.
What do you want me to do?
He just wants to say, hey, what's up, Cloudscape? That's all he wants. Bye, Eric. I love you.
That was perfect, Kay.
Yeah, that was perfect. Welcome to the show, Bruce. Bruce, do you have any questions for Minnie Manson? I think Minnie Manson's getting bored with us, and we need to talk to him.
So I have not PTSD. I actually do have that, but I have ADHD. So
yeah, I think we all do, to be honest.
No, I actually do. It's documented. So go ahead.
Yeah. Bruce, I can't hear you.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was a good show. I just want to say hi to everybody.
How's it going, Bruce?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was a good show. Yeah, I can hear you. I think maybe you're lagging a little bit, but it was a great show. It went on way longer than it usually goes on, too, because I kept having to change my StreamYard link or time. What did you think about Minnie Manson?
Wheezy.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's wonderful. Wonderful. He's
Thank
wonderful.
Go ahead, Bruce. I think you're lagging.
Wonderful. Hey, so Wheezy, I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll work with it.
It's not Minnie as in Minnie Mouse. It's MINI as in Minnie. Minnie Manson. Someone was spelling it there. I was looking.
How did you come up with your tribute to Marilyn Manson?
Great question.
Well, I just like him, and he inspired me. David Bowie inspires me. Tom Petty inspires me. The psychedelic furs, just 1980s music, Michael Jackson, just everything I've ever heard, listened to, observed. It all came together after COVID, and I accidentally made a video about 8 months ago where I was like, it's on my channel too. It's the first video I ever made, and I never made a video in my life before then. So I've been doing this less than a year. So all of a sudden fame is But anyway, it says on the video, I tried to take a picture of myself, and I'm like, this fucking shit, because I couldn't get the camera to do it. And then I pressed it, and I'm like, I saw the video, and I fell down laughing. It was so funny. So I said, wow, I can make videos. And it took a while. It took a few more months after that to realize I could put on a costume and do the lighting and start singing. Marilyn Manson's been a very good inspiration for me. With the makeup he does, his gothic image. He's from the same generation as me. He's 53 years old, like me. I'm 53 years old.
I didn't know that.
You look
43.
amazing for 53.
Yeah, you look great for your age.
Look at this shit. I'm 53. Everything in moderation.
Yeah, that's good. I can tell that
So
you don't live a hard life like some other 50-somethings we know.
No. I had this devil mask specially made. I put it on because I took my makeup off and I didn't want to look ugly on the show.
Well, I liked when you were on Talls because it seems like your makeup was off then, and I really liked that version of you. That's what made it so endearing.
Still a little bit on there. And I turned on my lights there to make it interesting on your eyes. You know, I just like,
that's a cute
my apartment is very nice.
Oh, you're in the kitchen.
Those are lanterns. It's a kitchen. I painted this. I did all this. Those are Chinese lanterns there. They're not balloons. So in case anybody says anything.
Wow, there's a big offer here on the table.
Let me see.
Truck Mike is like one of our favorite people on the show. And he said
I'm willing to pay Minnie Manson $100 a day to take care of high pitch after surgery. I don't think he'd want me in his home. And I don't think I couldn't leave Chicago, so
he would also take care of your travel arrangements, which is such a nice thing to offer. Kleenex, why aren't you up here? You were backstage for a minute, you brat. You're always welcome up here, Kleenex.
It's a nice offer, but I have to decline. I'm sorry.
Minnie Manson, I have to ask you this question. Do you think that you and Lisa will be able to get over your differences and be friends in the future? Because she's a great woman.
Who's Lisa?
Elisa, from Kermit and Friends.
I don't know. It depends on how she responds to me in the future. I'm forgiving. I forgive people. Tomorrow I'll be like, it's a new day, and I don't hold grudges if people are willing to forgive me, but most people don't. So it's really hard for me to know. At this point, I don't know.
Thank you, Ella.
I mean,
Ella's the best.
I said some pretty stupid shit there, you know. So I mean,
wow, Meat Truck is doubling the offer, $200 a day.
$500 a day.
Oh man, this is not a negotiation situation.
Seems like Minnie knows his worth.
Yeah, you can try.
I have shit connections, so don't be surprised if I lose it altogether.
Kleenex KFC wants you.
Are you in a bathroom?
That I'm flamboyant.
Oh, that is comfort.
I'm in a prison. I'm in a prison shower.
It looks like it. Is that a soap?
I just dropped the soap.
It looks like you have plenty of hand sanitizer behind you.
Uh-oh, breaking news. Elisa's on the phone with HPE.
Okay, I'm at the pool. I'm at the pool.
Yes?
Charlie, your red shirt looks really pretty, by the way. Your hair looks really nice. I like it, like
Thank
popped
you.
out.
Thank you. It's my Wonder Woman shirt.
Super, you're muted, buddy.
Oh my god, I love, dude. I have some Wonder Woman cards. I'm not gonna get them out right now, but I got a bunch of Wonder Woman greeting cards from Walmart.
I've had a bunch of Wonder Woman stuff happen in the last week or two, and I'm just going to lean into it from now on. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I love Wonder Woman.
What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, she's my favorite too. I went to a speaking engagement a week and a half ago, and as soon as I walked into the room, there was a Camaro up on racks and then a poster of Wonder Woman up on the wall, and I knew I was in the right spot.
Wonder Woman.
Question, Kleenex. What are your thoughts on Minnie Manson?
I missed the first hour, so I didn't see what happened before. But then when he came back on arguing, I thought he made me look like a fucking choir boy compared to the instructor. Thank you very much for being the person that threatened her more. Anyway, I don't know. I like any kind of parody. Anybody that takes the time and the energy to try to be an artist, I always find that very entertaining. So I mean, I don't know. I'm more power to you, man.
Kleenex likes you.
Kleenex likes you, Minnie Manson.
Manson, not Mason.
I know. I said
Minnie Manson.
I know,
no,
but
Manson.
It's not meant to insult you, though. It's just an honest mistake.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I might be a Mason one day, so I like that.
But
Manson
Kleenex
the
likes
Mason.
you. Kleenex doesn't like anybody,
So-
and he likes you. Can you believe it?
You like me?
And
Thank
I got a
you.
shit connection.
Oh no, he's a shit connection. That sucks. He's at the pool too.
Thank you for your compliment.
Yeah, that's a big compliment coming from Kleenex. Believe you me.
That's
You're welcome,
awesome.
Bruce. Bruce says thanks for letting him up. You're welcome. Your internet was not good, but you're always welcome. Why is he here? Who's he?
Hold on. Got to plug my phone in so it doesn't drain out.
Well, we have the president of the Illuminati here. So if you wanted to be a Freemason, this is a good place to start.
I mean, there's
Well,
a lot of
that's just-
Freemasons that just kind of swoop around here.
Cool.
I
That's
had
not like-
3 in 1 year try to convince me to write a book and give me content. I could keep
Wow.
all the profits.
Wow.
It's weird.
This is a great question. Minnie Manson. I don't want to keep saying Mason, but now I'm tripped.
It's okay.
No,
Either
you're
one's
tricked.
fine.
Will you be willing to do a
AT&T
duet
sucks.
with Kenneth? Kenneth is one of he's not allowed on the internet anymore, but if he ever comes back, he was a singer on this show, and he sang at the very end. Would you ever do a duet with him?
Well, I don't know who he is, and why is he banned from the internet?
Well, he was doing, his stepmom took him off the internet for doing a couple of things that she felt were over the line.
Little nefarious.
Is he over 18?
Oh yeah, he's 39 years old.
Okay, then I can do it.
Great question.
He
You
likes
only
country
knew how
music.
great that question
Do
was.
you ever sing any country music? Do you put like a Marilyn Manson spin on country music songs?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. We want to hear that.
I've done, let's see, I just did at 5 o'clock somewhere by Alan Jackson. I just uploaded that. I've done Wichita Lineman, Glenn Campbell. I love him. I did Daddy's Hands. I did a song by Aaron Tippin, To Stand
likes-
for Something. Or
That's
You'll
his
Fall
favorite
for
song.
Anything.
Yeah.
Really? Which
That's
song
one of-
is who's that?
Kenneth constantly brings up Aaron Tippin's "You Got to Stand for Something or You'll Fall for
That's it.
Anything."
I did that song. It's in my playlist.
Good. That's fun.
In Minitainment, that playlist.
Minitainment, is that what you call it? That's
That
cute.
playlist.
I like
I
that.
have a lot of playlists. I have to break it up, otherwise I just have a long string of songs that people aren't going to want to go through. So I try to break it up and make it easier.
Kay, you have
Ready?
a huge super fan here right now. They are just talking about you every chance they get. Is it great to have a super fan?
Yes, and you can have anyone you want.
Oh, I was asking
why
Kay
are
because
you be a fan of me?
because you're so awesome. And this guy says he only watches for K jobs. This is the same guy that wanted you to give them a shout out. And they
Sorry, I'm
say
so
that
awkward about it. I'm so awkward with the shout out thing. So
let
That
Kay
doesn't really make
speak, they
sense.
demand. They demand to let you speak. You are just a fucking superstar in our community, Kay. I hope you know that. See,
awkward.
they're even saying it as we say. Kay is a star. Kay always wins. I'm not jealous.
Is it awkward, Kay? The attention?
yeah.
See,
well,
even
yeah.
Pixelbat watches for you. It is awkward.
Why all the crazy shit I say?
You're always so cute when she wants you to ask people, or wants you to ask people questions, like interview questions. You're always stuck in the headlights. You're like,
And she warned me like 5 minutes ahead of time this time. So I was like, wow.
She did warn you, like, I'm going to ask you a question about this
Yep.
person. I want you to pay attention so that you have something to ask. Did that make it easier for you when you knew what she was going to do and who she was going to ask you with?
Did it give me some time to think?
What did you think of him? He's a comedian. He's been in a bunch of shows. What did you think?
He wasn't interested in being Plato.
I'm not sure he understood that
I think he
question.
did. Yeah, I think she's right. I think he listened to the first part of the question, but he missed the last half. And the last half is when you asked about Plato. And so I don't think he really understood until Elisa pointed it out. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I'd do that. But it was kind of lost in there.
Now, yeah, because Plato, right, he's a very interesting person. But the way you asked the question was almost like do you not want to see any more frivolous TV? You only want to see
Yeah, I
roles
know
by
you're not
characters
wrong.
like Plato who are smart and give something back.
Gosh.
Well, not like, well, I meant like because TV today is like driving me crazy. It's like terrible for your intelligence, and I'm sad. I'm going to be the director of Hollywood. I mean, that's one of the things I'm going to do, and so yeah, and I figured I'm going to be with Seth MacFarlane as well. He's going to be my co-director, and I'm going to like organize the Hollywood shit because people could be having so much more fun with their acting gigs. Like I could come up with so many scripts of movies and like things that actually happened in life, and it actually happened. So people would reenact what actually happened, so they would go through the edits of that.
You could really change all of Hollywood if they put you in charge for sure. Now, would you make Kermit and Friends like on all the major networks, 5 days a week, 7 days a week? How would you do it if you were in charge of all of Hollywood?
Great question.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm in Hollywood as in movies. Oh, and television shows. Like the television shows kind of make me sick.
That's a great idea.
I don't watch
Supertramp-
television.
Supertramp wants to sing a song, and I would love Minnie Manson to sing a song at the end of the show. But I think if Supertramp wants to sing a song right now, that would be great.
Oh, sing a song now? All right.
Yeah, I know you always love songs.
I do, and Minnie Manson inspired me to sing this one.
Awesome. I'm going to put you up solo.
Oh boy.
Everybody, Supertramp.
Supertramp.
Wow.
Bravo, bravo, Supertramp. We really enjoy you. Thank you.
You had the whole chat fired up. Everybody loves you. KFC says I smoked meat cigars. Not true, but if I smoked meat cigars, they would be Supertramps. Oh, thank you, Ella. Elisa's in here, Minnie Manson. So if you'd like to say anything to Elisa, since I know you guys had a rough start, is there anything you'd like to say to her, Minnie Manson?
Hello, and I'm sorry about what I said.
Thank you so much. I think she would appreciate that.
I'm sorry that I said that violence thing on there. I didn't mean that.
Okay. That's very nice.
When it came out of my mouth, I got scared instantly. I was like, oh, fuck, what did I just do? I'm sorry.
Well, we're sharing your channel for everybody on here. Hopefully you get some new subscribers. I think that Elisa is very forgiving. I know that for a fact. So I'm sure she will forgive you.
She's very forgiving. Yeah.
She's a wonderful woman who's been through a lot of people being mean to her, and she always forgives them. Oh, yes. People are horrible to her.
I'm sorry. And I won't be mean to you anymore. I'm sorry, okay? I get scared, you understand? Please forgive me.
Her biggest thing, Minnie Manson, is that she used to get trolled so hard by so many people and just beat up and blasted and put down, and now she's turned that around and she uses that same energy that they used to drag her down to fight against them. So that's what you need to do.
That's what I'm learning that, actually. You know, I'm learning from people like her and other people. So I do appreciate that you still gave me a chance after what I did. So thank you for being open like that. That means a lot to me.
We've dealt with a lot of rascals, and even though you had a rocky start, I think what happened mostly was that you got offended that she brought you down so quickly, and she was going to bring you back up. A lot of people that are new don't realize that's the dynamic, right?
I didn't know that.
For everybody, for me, for Charmin, for everybody that's on there, that you don't know when you're going to be brought up and you don't know when you're going to be brought down. And so it's just the way she runs her show, and I think it's brilliant because it really keeps people on their toes. So she didn't mean anything against you.
I'm sorry about everything, and please forgive me, and I forgive anything that I thought in my head. I also forgive her, so I'm sorry.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Okay.
I'm sure she really appreciates that.
Yeah, that's good.
Great.
Yeah, she brings you up, she brings you down, and you'll never know when you're going to be brought on. And if you're doing something stupid behind the scenes and she sees it, she'll bring you up so everybody can see it.
Sometimes
you mean like if I'm sitting backstage and I'm picking my nose or something like that?
Yeah, you're going on screen.
Pop you up.
You're going on screen. If you come on with a costume and you take your wig off and you don't think anybody's paying attention to you, you're on screen. Pay attention. Stay on your toes. It's comedy.
I know that little box on my screen where it says you're in the show, you're backstage. When you're backstage, it's like you're on stage. That's my philosophy.
Absolutely. And like she was just saying, if you're doing something silly backstage, she's gonna pop you up like nobody's business.
Cool. I better act silly then.
Yes.
Now, we have a couple minutes left in the show, but we're going to end with you singing. Is there a special song you want to sing, or will you take suggestions from the audience, or do you have one figured out already?
Does someone want to hear? What do you want to hear? I could take a suggestion, or I could just do one of the ones I have.
If there's any requests for anybody in the audience that wants to see Minnie Manson sing, go ahead and start putting them up.
By Mariah Carey.
Oh,
I can't do her. That my range isn't that good yet. I have damage to my voice. Maybe something like Tom Petty or something like Marilyn Manson or David Bowie. David Bowie's my best.
Ooh, I would love the David
we want your favorite. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do David Bowie. Let me get into my folder here and see where my.
We have a couple minutes. I know Gonzo wants to do his Jimmy Jordana song. I don't know if he wants to call it in or if he wants to come up on here, but Gonzo, just so you know, you're always welcome on here, even if you're talking about Jimmy or doing a Jimmy impression. The reason I don't have Jimmy up here is because
I can't get it off my screen. Damn it. There's a big white block on my computer screen, so it's going to take me a while.
Oh, no.
Okay, we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
This pisses me off because the one folder it's in is being blocked by that big damn white block. Fuck that. That's like that album that David Bowie did where he's doing this and there's a big block on a big white square.
Yeah.
That fucking thing has always enraged me. I'm not going to fucking lie.
I want to say something about the show real quick today because I wrote some notes down and I didn't get to them all. Leaf being the first thing that Lisa talked about and how amazing he is, that warmed my heart because I know that Leaf, a couple of weeks ago, things were rocky with Elisa and Leaf, and for her to give him so much credit this morning was amazing, and we love Leaf, and I'm so glad that that he got some recognition because he truly does so much work.
Thank you, Leaf.
Yes, thank you very much, Leaf. You are amazing. And another thing that I loved, Eric Riggs being on the show. I just love him.
But then when he started talking about how he's dating Elaine, it's like, wait a minute, Eric, you're dating everybody. You tried to date everybody. What's going on? I'm just happy to see him. It's been a while since we've seen him.
I never think of a pen the same way again after.
No.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta get my speaker
he
ready.
ruined pens for me.
He did.
He did.
Gonzo, I don't think that Manson will sing it, but I will ask. But he doesn't know what it sounds like. There's a request for you to sing the Jimmy Jordana song that Gonzo made up. I don't even know how you would get the words or
I
anything.
don't know that. But I have a song queued up here that I'd like to sing, Young Americans by David Bowie.
Okay, cool. We'll just give it a couple more minutes and we'll go out with that song.
That's good.
Gonzo, please come up here, Gonzo.
Let me turn off.
I gave him the link, so there's no excuse for him not to come up here.
Sometimes he's shy, and he shouldn't be. He's like one of the best entertainers in our entire group. And he's the funniest out of everybody, I think. So he should not be shy about it. So yeah, the Eric Riggs thing was really funny to me. I thought that him and Elaine's thing was hilarious, and I love how he got perverted with her over like basically a Disney movie at the end.
Yeah.
Pervert.
Yeah.
Prevert.
He is a little bit of a prevert.
Prevert, Archie Bunker.
Yeah, you know what? This is a great idea. You would be a great regular musical guest on this show if you would like to do that. The offer's out there, Manson.
Okay.
Usually,
you mean the actual show, the actual show, or the after show?
Well, I can only speak for the after show, and I'm saying that at the end of every show, you could sing at the end of every show and fill a void.
Can I ask a question? Is this show like gonna be? Is this like just a private show with a bunch of friends, or is this on YouTube?
Oh, this is live to YouTube right now.
So people outside of this little area here can see it and leave comments.
53 people watching.
Cool.
So, a lot more people watch Elisa's show live. And,
Hi, Granny.
It's up to her to offer you a spot on there, but maybe once you guys get your, I know she said some things about your singing, but she might have just said it out of anger, and maybe she
I hope so.
So now
Yeah.
that you guys are kind of getting along, maybe it would be great for you to be on that show too. But you're always welcome to be on this show at the end. I think that your singing is captivating, and
Yeah.
your songs are captivating. And don't worry about what people type, because they're just going to try to get a reaction out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Well, I'm not
Granny.
going to look at that. I'm not looking at it now. I got my David Bowie karaoke up here right now. I haven't even looked at.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was even on YouTube. I hope I'll be able to see it later on. Will it be on her channel?
It'll be on my channel, and I will link
What-
that to you later. It's the Kermit and Friends Wrap Up is what my channel is called.
Okay, if I
KAF
type that
Wrap
in,
Up.
Kermit and
Yeah.
Friends, I know that, and then Wrap Up. Okay.
Yeah, in fact,
Yep.
I will share the link. Share the link in the private chat, so you don't even have to look it up. But does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about before we wrap it up with Minnie Manson?
Oh, it feels
Why do
like
I
we're
feel
missing something. I feel like we're missing something important.
something.
Yeah, we
You're
probably
Yeah,
right.
my
We're missing
song.
something. Something happened that we should be talking about, and I don't
Jimmy
know what
Rizzo
it
was
is.
funny.
Jimmy Rizzo called.
Jimmy Rizzo.
Andy Dick, I just loved him. Like, he's so funny.
Always.
He doesn't even try
Oh
to
my
be
God.
funny, and he's fucking
Right.
hilarious.
Right.
The whole Lala thing, I could say Lala.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, the Lala thing. Yes, the advice that was given to Elisa to stay away from Lala seems like solid advice. She seems like the kind of girl who's going to reach out and touch you.
Was that when she had her hands behind her back? That's a
Uh-huh.
clear sign of
Yeah.
like, I'm getting ready to get physical with you, and I'm
Absolutely.
restraining.
No. And the lean in to tell you she don't like you, stay away from that one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Manson,
I think that's the last thing we needed to talk about right there.
Manson, let us chat just a little bit before you go into it. But the Tramp is right. If you put your hands behind your back and you lean something like that, you're about to get fucking punched. And I'm glad that she had the wherewithal to not punch Elisa, because she'd probably get beaten the fuck up by everybody that likes Elisa.
There'd be 100 Kermitarians on her.
Yeah, there'd be Kermitarians flying to LA.
Nobody wants to find out about that. That's not something anybody wants to see.
Right. I agree. All right. Well, I think that he's chomping at the bit here to perform.
Mhm.
So thank you guys for always being here for me. And we love you guys. Kay, you're amazing. You're precious, and we love you very much. Thank you to all the viewers. You guys are so awesome. And we're going to go ahead and let Minnie Manson sing us out.